Attention please. This upload is only for educational purpose. No intention to infringe copyrights. Learning English with subtitles. GPITRAL. GPITRAL. Definitely a must-see. Follow us.
Johnny looks up at middle-aged Irene.
It's one of those things in life when you watch somebody that you love slip away. They slip through your fingers and there's nothing you can do to hold on to them. Oh, my goodness. There is a spirit in this room of a woman that is so lovely.
Is this the woman that passed here, or...?
That's what I'm
getting. Do you
getting.
feel that there may be two?
All I know is that the person that was sitting in this bed that was crying and telling everybody that was going to be okay watches over your family. They're just...
Do you know, I haven't given her... I know about her, but I haven't really given her much credit.
She loves this family.
Irene rubs her neck.
I'm sorry, I've just gotten so emotional in your home. I'm sorry. Oh, it's lovely, though.
It's a nice house.
It really is.
It is a nice house.
Irene blinks. She looks awkward and uncomfortable as Johnny stands close to her.
What's going on?
Irene breathes in and exhales.
Yeah, making things so hard.
Seemingly possessed, Irene looks away from Johnny and opens her mouth slowly.
What do you want from me?
You're channeling, aren't you? Your face is changing.
Johnny watches Irene with her mouth agape. Irene's eyes are filled with tears. Irene opens her mouth slowly again.
Why? Why?
Irene turns her head and stares away, sad-eyed. In night vision, Johnny's wide eyes look vivid as she stares at Irene, who's still looking away with a melancholy expression. Irene sighs a few times as Johnny watches her.
Irene? Irene?
Irene exhales and her eyelids flutter. Irene turns and looks at Johnny, who has her eyes closed.
Scream, scream, scream. Scream, scream, scream. Why? Scream, scream, scream. It's not right to do this to me.
It's not right to do this to me. I don't want this.
Irene's expression freezes.
Irene, it's me, Johnny. I'm in your house, you're in your home, and you're okay, okay? It's me. You're in your home, and it's okay. I want Irene back. Sweetie, Irene, I know you're in there. Honey, come on. Come on. I know you're in there. And
What are you doing in my house?
I know I'm in your house. I'm in Irene's house.
No.
I'm in Irene's house.
No.
Yes,
no.
I am.
No.
Then who are you?
Leave me alone.
Who are you?
Gladys.
Don't fight me, Gladys. I'm a friend of Irene's, and Irene is a friend of yours. Don't fight me, Gladys.
Somebody wants to roll, roll, roll the boat. Roll, roll, roll. Roll, 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 roll the boat.
Get in. In.
Roll, roll, roll the boat. Down the stream. Roll, roll, roll the boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily.
In. Here I am. This is Gladys, and Gladys is taking over Irene.
Hello, Irene.
And I can't bring Irene back.
Okay.
Roll, roll, roll the boat gently down the
Irene?
stream.
Irene, it's Ian Lawman speaking. Hello, darling. I just asked you to ask Gladys to stand back for me, just slightly. Is that okay? Okay. Just ask her to stand back. Stand back. Irene, step forward. Just listen to my voice, forget everything else around.
I'm thirsty.
You okay?
Irene.
Irene?
Hey.
Thirsty.
Irene?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You okay? You okay? Just take a sit on the bed a minute, just to... What happened? Just explain what happened.
Nothing. I don't know. You were praying. You were on the floor.
Yeah. No,
She
I
wouldn't
didn't.
harm me.
No.
It just scared me,
It's been
sweetheart.
28 years.
I'm sorry, Irene. It just scared me. I wasn't expecting you to start channeling on me.
Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine.
Johnny leaves the house.
I have never had anything like that happen to me before, where someone actually started channeling and their face started to change and I felt helpless. What's ever happening in this house is just, it's too powerful for me.
She goes. Robin Foreman, Balding parapsychologist.
When a person goes into a trance, sometimes they're actually taken over. The features can alter. We call it transmogrification. Now, if you go into a trance without doing it voluntarily, it's sometimes known as possession, and they may be in need of some assistance to remove them from the control of whichever entity they've allowed to possess them.
Somebody died next door.
I feel that there's something going on in there at the moment.
There is something going on in there.
What is this? I don't know what I'm seeing.
Can you see us all, Annie?
Yes, I can.
She's brought me here.
Convinced they've shared their Welsh house with spirits for 3 years, the Block family now want to rid themselves of the evil presence they feel has recently moved in. They've called in the Living with the Dead team, and with medium Johnny Fiore, Irene has felt overwhelmed by what may be the spirit of former resident Gladys Morgan.
I'm in Irene's house.
No.
I'm in Irene's house.
No.
House cleanser Ian Lawman wants to rid the property of the more sinister presence the family has felt. But before he goes to work, paranormal investigator Mark Webb sets up equipment to try and detect spirit activity. He's been collecting evidence of the paranormal for 12 years. And by setting up infrared cameras and leaving the house empty for one night, he hopes to provide evidence of the spirits the whole family claim to have seen.
Mark sitting by surveillance screens.
Having set the cameras at this property, we locked the house. No one allowed in, no one inside. Now I've had a chance to go back and review this footage, we found something which is rather interesting. Although you can't see anything, you can clearly hear footsteps.
Ian enters the darkened living room.
Ian now wants to find out more about the darker spirit they feel is taking over their property. He invites the family to show him around the house.
Just 2 seconds.
First up, it's the living room.
Ian looks up and blinks.
It's very strange that the house is peculiar because I've got a real strong love connection, and then there's a negative in here. And this is a balance that doesn't make sense. But this negative only starts every so often. You know when you said you saw the scurrying or the sensation, was it in this room at all?
Yeah, it was, yeah. This is where I saw it, yeah.
The family watch bold Ian as he holds a finger to his lips in a sage-like pose.
Somebody died next door.
He then alights on a feeling that something is missing.
Where's me horseshoe gone? Where's my horseshoe gone?
I'm glad you said that. I can't find it. I've looked, but I've got horseshoes, so...
Are you meant to be putting it on something?
Yeah, on the house. They will come down and they will go on the house.
This gentleman put one somewhere. He welded one somewhere.
Yeah, I can't find it.
OK. Well, he wants you to put it back.
Oh.
So if you've got one yourself, can you do that?
Yeah, I've got to figure out where he put it first.
I don't know whether he did some work on the house because his love is almost like he designed this house. That's the love he's got.
He made the gates at the
Right,
front.
that makes sense to me. That's where the horseshoe's missing.
Oh, I'd never...
That's what he's talking about, putting it back on. So there's a shoe on there for good luck and prosperity to his house.
Leaving the living room, the group make their way upstairs. They move into the room where Johnny felt the spirits of the Morgan family.
They gather together in a bedroom.
Do you sense his family around you a lot, Irene?
All the time.
You've helped them. You've helped them, do you know that?
I know.
Getting really, really strong palpitations in this room. I feel really uncomfortable in here. I felt that somebody would have suffered before the past, and it's almost I felt this somebody would have helped them because they didn't want to feel them suffering or see them suffering.
The family watch Ian as he purses his lips together, deep in thought.
Okay, they're pulling. There was a door that way. One moves are coming. There's a bedroom there, isn't there? Can we go into there?
Yeah, sure.
They all head into another room. Ian puts his hand to his face in a dramatic pose. Ian stares at the floor with his fingers to his lips.
I feel that there's something going on in there at the moment.
There is something going on in there. I
what
hear
I
the
feel.
noise in there. Shall we go in there now?
Okay.
In there now, quick.
Everyone follows Ian into another room.
And was this the bedroom that you saw the dark shape again?
I saw it in this room.
That's
This is directly above the room underneath.
Is it really? Okay.
And it followed the same pathway across this room as it did on the room underneath.
Ian has his finger to his lips again. Nothing else is happening. With his finger still to his lips, Ian, who's wearing a black trench coat, looks up at the ceiling.
We've actually got it here now.
Yeah.
We've got the negative here.
Irene watches Ian intently.
Are you okay, Irene?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm just trying to control things.
Okay. Girls, can you get out pretty quickly? Sorry.
The family leave the room.
Ian moves the family out. He wants to feel the energy of this darker spirit for himself.
Ian freezes in the centre of the room.
When they gather together downstairs, he then explains what he's felt.
I feel that the positive and the negative is kind of very similar. I feel the negative would have been a male, and his wife committed adultery, and I feel that he hit her with, it almost felt like an old-fashioned iron, you know, the old irons, what they used to put next to the fire, and he hit her in the face and it disfigured her.